outlets here in Kumasi, you can go to them. But better so you can call us or send us a WhatsApp message to 0244 015 578. That is 0244 015 578. Tropical cables are strong, safe, and reliable. Tropical cables, yes, it top papa prayer cool. All right, so how about this beautiful information from Republic Verse? That is Republic Bank. So what if your bank helped you to big up? Welcome to the Republic Verse, where your money, your business, and your dreams level up. Own your dream home with Republic Bank mortgages. Grow faster with SME and corporate banking solutions. Run your daily finances smoothly with retail and commercial banking products. Build wealth with investments and trust management, and pay anywhere, anytime with Republic Visa credit or their debit cards. So whether you are starting out or scaling up or stepping into what's next, Republic Verse gives you the power to do more and shine brighter. Please call Republic Bank on toll-free 0800-414-414. In case you didn't get it, it is 0800-414-414, or you can send a WhatsApp to 0546-414-414 right now and step into the Republic Verse. It allows you to do more, shine more, and big up. Republic Bank, we are the one for you. Mr. Whitey.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Asaka for Beviana. Eugene, good morning to you too. Well, we have a lot of stories to go through this morning by way of the online, and Eugene sent pictures again after the needful was done at that's Asukwa Interchange. Yesterday we talked about it, the fact that the place was overgrown with weeds, and good enough they've cleared the place. They didn't take a horticulturist to do this, but at least the place looks neat, and that's what we're showing you on our YouTube channel on Love 99.5 right now, and also on our Facebook page on Love 99.5. I'm sure that they will complete it. This is when he was driving by and got this video to share. But for me, what I believe is that we should not be sitting here and rant and talk before the needful is done. Yes, the rains are here. It drizzles, it rains, so the grass will grow faster than normal. But that is why you have people on the ground who should be giving you the right information and also weed. I'm hoping that going forward, it's not just going to be about weeding the place, but because sometimes I remember, was it last year or thereabout? Not in Tintan Pa, what Bridget I say? In Tintan Pa. That's cobwebs, yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of cobwebs were there. So listen, let's keep the place neat, because yes, the painting has been done. It looks beautiful. It looks attractive. It looks nice. I like the chairs in the green where you can sit down and relax. I saw yesterday's videos, for example. We saw people were taking pictures there. Yeah. They were relaxing. So it's a nice, serene environment. Let's keep it neat and beautiful.
This place, it can be used for a lot of things. So music videos, dance videos, choral kind of things, wedding pictures, birthdays, all of those
what
things.
About excursion? Teachers will take money from students and say we're going on an excursion and go there and check out the painting, and they sit on the greens. Did you see this video of a teacher who took some kids to an excursion?
Yeah.
And they were walking on,
the canopy.
The canopy
walk.
And the teacher was not able to move. Have you seen the video?
No.
Oh, let me share it with Joel.
And people are saying that.
What this has been?
Oh no, they had a way to call the teacher. No, but
the teacher was not able to move.
But that thing is scary. I've walked on it before.
Now, they are determined and eager to walk on the canopy.
If you are young, these things you don't really think about them. But what you say we are saying there.
But David, you see, this what happened at the soccer is why anytime we say that, give us feedback on your community, how things are moving. The feedback is very, very important. Because David, this thing, we didn't need to come to radio to talk about it. But we did, and less than 40, it's not even 24 hours. Less than, everyone that I said, if you check that.
So 24 hours is like right now?
Yeah, 24, so it's less than 24 hours. It was fixed. So it tells you that, and then yesterday, 2 incidents reaffirmed my conviction that we need to do what we do. Have you seen the road minister on the tour in the Eastern Volta and the videos coming?
Were the Chinese people there?
No, not necessarily the Chinese
people.
No.
I want to make sure that's what you're talking about.
The one where he met the community people and they saying that, contractor, giving the feedback.
To what
I think he re-echoed what you said here in the studio, that it doesn't have to take him, the minister, to drive all the way from Accra to come and inspect when there are people who are supposed to do that.
And when he was mentioning the portfolios, David, the one I remember is Director for Urban Roads, Director for Feeder Roads, Director for Highways. There's a Municipal Assembly Director or District Director. There's a Metro Engineer. There's a Regional Minister. And yesterday, David, it was so embarrassing. assassin, how the citizens exposed them. I keep saying that Mahama's success will be based on the performance of his appointees.
Yeah.
Mahama has nothing to lose. Within the 2 term away, he is retiring. Now, David, a quite new constituency or district. Abanya ma contract. You're trying to form a nim kitty. Look at the boldness. Akwani chantro.
Yeah.
What is the percentage?
Yeah.
Was it 8%? Contractor no? Was it 15%? Yebuza Mamena was it 8%?
Yeah.
David, can they go to Ghanaian go to China and do what they do? They will have the boldness to do what they do because those on the grounds.
Aid them in doing.
And the project started somewhere in 2014.
2012 actually.
Well, I had 2014.
Okay.
2014, and they've delayed that way in 2026.
It's delayed for 14 years, so 2012.
And you are delaying the work, and you're not even watering.
They're not watering the place.
And so the people are engulfed in dust. And the road minister was like, listen, here it's not flooding. Here it's not really giddy like across. So you can say, okay, so with the rains, there's no dust to contend with. And yet you are standing there, he said they're watching the place. And people are like telling the minister. But I'm like, the people themselves, if there is an MCU or DCE, do they even have access to that person to complain to? Maybe the person is not availing himself. They cannot talk to him. So when the minister comes, that is where they can also vent out their concern. But it shouldn't be so. Because you, the MC or the DC for that area, you should be the eye of the roads minister and the president. You should be going on the grounds to ensure that work is being done speedily. Because they have time frame to work with. You besides say, what is the time per the calendar? Where are you supposed to be now? You're supposed to have done over 20%. You are doing 8% and 12%.
Yeah.
And it's like the minister said, we've paid you.
Yeah.
It's not like we have not paid you.
Yeah,
we have paid you.
These reports should be coming to me from the MCs and the DCs.
Now,
I don't have to drive here to come and get those reports.
Yesterday was a day of vindication. Mr. David, Omuchatro. Report on Omefa grammar. That's why I always say that you went to Montessori. Before Mobetro. The one Mobetro brofono. I no matter style no. Oh, after speaking to the contract, the the contractors works are progressing steadily. That's the English they you people went to communication school. They write the English. Work are progressing steadily.
Well, Amokame, there's another one has come in for your attention. You've done a great job. After we spoke about it here in the studios, where under the bridge, the Asqua interchange, you've done some work. Somebody sends a message and said, David, good morning. Please, the stretch from LLL and Consa Limited towards the Garden City radio area is also in a mess. Chalemondo. Abu Kamel, if falls under your jurisdiction, please do the needful again. Thank you.
David, for those of you, to take the contract, or if they want to give it to someone.
For those of you who might have not seen the video we're talking about the teacher who took some students on an excursion.
Oh, right.
To go and do the canopy walk. Listen, if you haven't had any good laugh this morning, go on to our YouTube channel right now on Love 99.5. Join us on Facebook right now, also on Love 99.5, and go check out the teacher. Teacher, no crime, my boy.
Wow, didn't go on.
Honestly, the kind of him. Or come on, if you don't check.
That's the blaster just here.
Let's talk about some serious matters. Yesterday, did you see your people peddling stones at
that area? And some of them are saying they bought the place and it was given to them and leased
they rented the place and all that.
David, for obvious reasons, I cede my time to Leo on this story.
The most criminal area that I have ever witnessed in
so the reason why Leo is saying this, let me help you there. We asked Leo to go and do a job for us. He got to the place, he couldn't do a job, he ran away. Because there are all sorts of people there.
All kinds of people.
All kinds of things happening. Like people who are selling drugs, people who are into robbery, people who are into prostitution, all kinds of people are there.
David, for Leo's stature, to go and do a film
report.
So yesterday the demolition exercise took place. Joel is going to share that also on channels, and you get to appreciate what happened yesterday.
Tell us,
so KMA is clearing the place.
So it was led by the fiscal planning head, our very good friend Ben Ajini Boateng. I called him yesterday. I wanted to speak to him this morning.
So he was attacked?
No. No, he wasn't. So, but some KMA staff got injured. I think 3 or 4 of them got injured.
Oh.
Some of their vehicles got vandalized. Windscreens got damaged.
Oh, the wheel loader they were using, the glasses all came down.
They smashed
I was smashed
it. So I told Ben that we're going to call him this morning. We can call Ben briefly this morning.
It was yours like that.
So like I said, I spoke to Ben. I said to Ben, we'll call him this morning, or better, so just hold on and bring him to the studios tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
so we have an extensive because the point is this. He says what they have done in that area is that they've put up makeshift buildings. And then their human excreta is directly into the gutter. Some of them would not even do it. They just come into the gutter.
By the roadside, on the pavement, when you're walking from the Snake building, Cocoa building, by the roadside, if you're walking there, you see it there.
So if you are coming from Senit to Asafo,
that
diversion on your right,
yes,
taking you to where is that not the place where they do the fish?
Fish furniture inside the dry fish area.
And I said, the toilet gugatani.
I guess somebody go breakfast time, so I don't want to talk too much. But the bottom line, and they've built up those structures in such a way that it's also causing floods. And that's a interchange going towards the labor runabout, the market area. Those structures are causing, it's directly in the Subin way. So they decided to clear. In fact, they did one job yesterday. They're continuing today and the days to come. And so if you join us on our channels like YouTube and of course Facebook, we're live there right now. We're showing you the happenings of yesterday. And do you remember this military guy? He was the guy who was calling the guy who was refusing to the Samasaman Day. No. There are a lot of security guys there. The KMA security was there on the ground.
Sure.
You haven't seen anything yet.
I saw bright footage, but I forgot to click on it.
So now you understand why what I said when I went there, I was scared.
Yeah.
I really feared for my life when I reached there, just because of if you go deeper.
And the information is that
daytime prostitution is going on in the full glare of the public. Daytime. Openly.
If you pass there, you don't have your phone. So you see that there are more military people there. And Zuba says that he's going to ensure that even the vehicles that they have destroyed will be fixed today and they'll put it back to work.
David,
so that's yesterday. So tomorrow, so Ben, I know you're doing that. Listen, Ben, forgive me for not calling this morning, but we'll engage you in our studio tomorrow for us to have an extensive conversation.
Yeah, David, I think that the way per what I'm seeing there, and this is my first time seeing David, I think that the entire military command in the region must go on the ground because David, the guys I'm seeing, they can just rush on them and attack them.
But they attack them.
No, I mean that this one they were pelting stones and all that.
The only problem is if they had guns. And they decide to
use it. They may have it.
I'm saying if, so Ben will tell us much more tomorrow.
No, David, in fact, I've remembered, the police PR, what's his name?
I hear you.
You see, the day he came here and we were talking about the places where these things, he mentioned this place.
Hotspots, yes. The hotspots, yes.
The hotspots, yes, he mentioned this
one
place.
of the hottest spots. The hottest.
And as the minister, they call Joe is laughing and saying, "Give it to me." They say, "Busy and nearly a best man."
Charlie is crazy, and the kind of structures that they're living in, and things that happen there.
I think if you remember the video, the filth.
I do. And for me, when I was talking to Ben yesterday, I told Ben that once they've done this demolition, we should ensure that under no circumstance, whether in a month or 10 years' time, or even beyond 10 years' time, should we allow any such structure to be erected again. Which should not happen. It shouldn't happen. It should not happen. If we'll be bold and brave enough to do this, we shouldn't allow it to happen again.
These places, when you reach there, I think the last time I was talking to Eddie, and he said they went there some time ago. By the time the car got there, the information had already reached the other end of
just like
that
the Galamsey side.
Yeah. So a person like me who is not like, I'm not familiar with the area, they see you, they might think you are some police or something like that. Nobody can't fret. So everything that is happening, there are campaigns in there who control.
Informant officers.
Yes. It will be they can kill you there and nobody will find you. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nobody will find you.
But there's another narrative that is making rounds that there's a police officer who gave the place to them. And Zuba says that they are looking for that police officer and investigate the matter and prosecute him if indeed he's found guilty. So, in as much as some of our police officers are doing a great job, some of them are also messing up the system and the situation.
I've worked with Leo for almost 6 years now. I've 6 years in November. I've never seen Leo so passionate about.
So I was with him some time ago. We went to do some work. When we got to the Osre, I said, David, this is the place. This is the place. This is the place.
I've actually used that.
Oh,
but David, you sent me to the Samsung office around that area. I never knew the back in BBC.
No, but the point is, when you're walking or driving in the front part of it, you might think that it is a small.
It's just there.
It is a wide,
it's a huge community. Drinking bars, smoking hubs.
All behind that thing there.
But interestingly, he went there. He met a friend of ours we buy from.
I'm not going to mention the name. So now he was at the very end, getting close to where they sell the sheep and goat. You know, it starts from here and then it ends at the other end where they sell sheep and goat around the Abinchi area.
So that stretch from Senate, the back there,
yeah,
it goes all the way to the VIP where the VIP park.
Yes.
So that they have walked through the entire stretch.
They have a certain abattoir there behind Donima, that stretch. If you're not careful and you go to that area after 6 p.m., you're in trouble.
Yes.
During the day, it looks like it's kind of safe and okay.
Oh, then, David, I think that we've delayed. We need to.
We've delayed because we haven't had that bravado, that courage to be able to do this.
Maybe
to do this. We haven't had that courage until Zuba has done this. And for me, let's all support him. And that's why I'm saying that 10, 20 years down the line, we shouldn't allow this to come up again. Aside from that, Parliament also passes the Community Service Bill to reduce reliance on prison sentencing. And this morning, when I saw this, I was like, so, when people are sentenced to prison, incarcerated, and they come out, nobody wants to employ them, marry them and all that, because you are seen as an ex-convict, an ex-con. So I was like, so if you are sentenced, but it's a communal service kind of a thing, and you do that communal service, are you also an ex-con? Like Kwashi says, yes, per the court records, you are an ex-con. So which means that whether you sweep or no sweep or whether fine you pay,
you were convicted of something.
But tell us about the story.
So Parliament has passed the Community Service Bill 2026, paving the way for the introduction of community service as an alternative imprisonment for persons convicted of specified categories of offences. The legislation establishes a National Community Service Secretariat and creates a legal framework for implementing non-custodial sentencing options aimed at reducing pressure on Ghana's prisons. The bill was presented to Parliament by the Minister for the Interior, Mohammed Mubara Muntaka, on the 4th of March 2026, in line with Article 106, Clause 1 of the 1992 Constitution. It was subsequently referred to the Parliamentary Committee on Defence and Interior for consideration and a report before its passage. According to the committee's report, Ghana's criminal justice system has historically relied heavily on custodial sentences, contributing to persistent overcrowding in correctional facilities. The report noted that the situation has placed significant pressure on the Ghana Prison Service while increasing government expenditure on inmate feeding, healthcare, maintenance, and infrastructure. The committee said the new law forms part of the broader criminal justice reforms by the Ministry of the Interior aimed at expanding the use of non-custodial sentences. The objective is to provide courts with additional sentencing options for minor and specified offences while promoting rehabilitation, reducing repeat offending, and then supporting the reintegration of offenders into society. The report explained that efforts to establish a structured non-custodial sentencing system began in 2014 when the Ministry of Interior, with the support from UNICEF, initiated work on non-custodial sentencing policy. The Community Service Bill gives legal backing to existing non-custodial sentencing provisions under the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960 Act 30 and the Interpretation Act 2009 Act 792. Under the new framework, courts will have broader discretion to impose community service where appropriate instead of sending offenders to prison. Parliament Defence and then Interior Committee said The legislation will strengthen Ghana's criminal justice system, improve the management of correctional facilities, and ensure that imprisonment is reserved for cases where custodial sentences are necessary.
Now it's awaiting presidential assent, and then it to be rolled out. And for me, I like this because sometimes there are people who through hunger or go and steal some Bode B and some Banshee B, and then we say we're going to prison for 2 years or 3 years and all that. It was as a result of the hunger. No, there are people who might use a pen to steal millions, and they will.
I agree, but we have to be careful
that
if somebody steals Brode, it's not necessarily the Brode they stole, but
it is the act.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that the act could also be as a result of a common dinner.
So Obi could
be a punch a common dinner.
Hey, you could be a punch out your crumful. So maybe the free is one, but we are still there. It's different.
Bottom fridge
so it will come back to
no, let's not.
But it is the judge's discretion actually. But it is the judge's discretion.
So I get to so to come back to the menstrual, the intent. But then we know there's this word recidivism, where there are people, they are repeated offenders. So I think that the communities, if you are say sweeping a doom, for example, you know that people will see you and everything. Maybe the tendency for you to
go and
become a recidivist or someone who has a tendency to replicate crimes will reduce. It makes sense because David, sometimes you look at the prison conditions. Bulldog or so. The guy who contracted episode to be painting prisons. There's a project. I think it's Bulldog. Charlie, almost everybody who've been there, Dr. Jones just sent a message that the law is good. Almost everybody who've been there comes back with very, very terrible stuff. Even sometimes, David, they even say that the holding, the police stations should have a holding area, what they call the cells. Yeah. David, that one is terrible. So I think that it's good enough. There are certain actions that people do. It means they will not drink it.
Have you been to any prison before?
Have you been
there before? I've visited about
inside.
Yeah. I've been to the central prisons. I've been to the Misha prisons, Charlie. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. I would not wish it for my worst enemy, but people have to be there because of the kind of things they do wrong.
And this one is even better because there are some people who get even introduced to more dangerous criminals.
In there.
A lot of the young boys who have been snatching phones and robbing people, most of them get to know their gang members through the prison and then the police cell system.
Yeah, true.
So
so when they come out, they have their links and everything.
Exactly.
Recently, there are people who also in these prisons who their prosecutors have not been able to complete their job. They're still in there. The docket missing. They have not been sentenced. They're still in there and all that. I think that some of this will help resolve most of those things. If it goes to court the very first or second day, instead of the court saying that the prosecutor saying docket nagira, the judge will say, "We they saying be here, kind of thing," because it's crazy.
David, I even think that it should have a certain retrospective effect. But I know laws hardly do that. But we can have a certain convention and say that certain people who are maybe already convicted, we can commit them to communal.
That's why sometimes the president will say, "I'm giving them some pardons and all that."
Look at the cases. The pardons over 500 people also.
Some of the pardons are there.
Too much.
Yeah.
And then you also
say,
also
then you lock the person up for 3 years. I find that.
The bill has been passed. Tell lawyer question that the bill has been passed. It's waiting presidential assent. That's what it is. The bill has been passed yesterday. They voted on it. Those who are for say aye, those say no. Why you need what is left with the president to endorse it? And
David, no more politician. There are no more cases. No cases.
But it's not minimal use case. I say more consular sentence.
The can say, by community. The act for politicians. Case in 21 days. Yen transfer no by 25 hours. Yen pay judges. Energy. David, have you seen the reason why the court granted Hanan the thing? Allergies.
Yeah.
You see, when you say this, people will think that you are talking about David. But say a catcher say you come for not in Kulebu, almost allergies in ye, esa katane eye problem in ye, Robert and Sons, my your advert kruma allergy a wow said the bend them a chromium to me eye problem. Yate. So David, once they are doing these things, they must also have cognizance. Almost
okay. Every thriving business, started with someone who dared to dream. Do you want to start a business? Are you dreaming? Let me tell you, at Societe Generale Ghana, they believe those dreams deserve the right support. That's why from now till September, they are helping small and medium enterprises, that is SMEs, access the financing and banking solutions they need through, the SME loan promo. As a trusted partner to many businesses across Ghana, they also bring the expertise, experience, and tailored solutions needed to help businesses thrive. Does your business need equipment or machinery to expand your operations? Their finance lease solution can help you. Now, if you're looking for working capital to take advantage of new opportunities, the Aboafo loan is designed to support your business growth. Or perhaps you are waiting for customers, to settle invoices, or factoring and invoice discounting solutions can help you. That is, their invoice discounting solutions can help you unlock cash tied up in receivables. Whilst, their business accounts provide the banking support your business needs to succeed. So whatever your business goals, Societe Generale Ghana has expertise and solutions to help you achieve them. You can visit the nearest Societe Generale Ghana branch today or visit www.societegenerale.com.gh for more information. You can also call them on 0302 214-314 between now and September to learn more about the SME loan promo and discover how we can support the next chapter of your business. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. It's now time for us to bring to you the Love Sports Center. In the city. So today, France and
before that, can you sing the national anthem?
Charlie, yesterday I sent it to you. You didn't pass a comment.
But I reacted.
Oh, haven't checked the reaction yet.
I sent the fire emoji.
I sent it to Delali. Delali said he's not hearing what the president said.
The voice not audible.
And I said, read what
the caption
on the screen. He says the president of the Republic of Ghana says during this World Cup, when it is the time for the national anthem to be played, other countries and their players they sing with energy.
You watch the Colombia versus Switzerland.
Yeah.
How the Colombians, the players, they were singing the national anthem. With some spirit.
He says when it comes to the Ghana Black Stars, then they'll be shaking their head and moving their head.
No, he was like the players like,
But
so
it's true
according
now.
to president,
it's true now.
I mean, from today, if you want to play for the Black Stars, you should be able to sing the national anthem.
But the point again is this: in a time when we're bringing down people who were born outside Ghana, and at the last minute to go and bring them to come and play, they decide to come. So when we tell them that
we have to teach them,
when they agree to come and play for us, they should start learning the national anthem.
Yes, we have to teach them. Like
someone like Inaki Williams who says he doesn't feel Ghanaian in him.
Oh, but that has
Prince Boateng and co.
Oh, but that has changed. I'm saying that we have to teach them like we are teaching our kids how to sing the national anthem.
But it's good because the words in the anthem are powerful. And so when they sing it and it goes through your system, you get onto the field of play and you give your very best in there. So yes, President, well noted.
Somebody has a message for us.
He says what?
Are our parliamentarians able to sing the national anthem in parliament? Oh, but do you go there to sing the national anthem?
But they should be able to sing it.
Oh, they should. Me now, I don't know. All of them.
And all of them cannot sing it. I can tell not all of them can sing it.
So why do you for the Black Stars players?
So
to the extent that if you can't sing now, you can't play for the Black Stars.
No, but so now is a call for us. So if we want to be patriotic, we need to learn our national anthem. And of course, the pledge. How many of us can recite the pledge? Just how do you know?
Tomorrow, before the national cleanup exercise, we have to sing the national anthem before the cleanup exercise tomorrow. Davido, tonight Morocco versus France. The first quarterfinal game. These two teams met at the semi-finals of the 2022 edition. France beat Morocco by 2-0. They have an opportunity to avenge, but I don't think it's likely. I mean, France has got a lot of quality players, especially up front. We have last stop. I'm an African, but I don't think Morocco will be able to qualify over. But it's going to be difficult anyway.
But even if Morocco doesn't qualify to represent Africa, France is representing Africa. Because France, they have about 9 black players and only two Caucasians or 2 whites in there. It'll still be...
a lot of people have interest too.
Uncle George says, I say, nowadays your station...
No, the last one.
I agree with the president, but our ministers, MPs, etc. are not able to sing it. Yeah, I know. We've had a few challenges with,
really?
On and off,
Yeah, they're working on it.
No, it's been fixed now.
Okay.
I mean, it's been fixed now. So right now, you don't hear the chit along the line. I mean, so and bear with us. But yes, Charlie, everybody should be able to sing the national anthem.
Oh yes, it's very, very important. As a patriotic Ghanaian, you should be able to,
I hear you.
More
so when the anthem is not just played, you have an instrumentation backing it.
Yes.
You should be able to sing.
But ours is the best too.
Oh yeah.
Sure, Ghana's national anthem is the best by far. You're about to say something there inside.
84 anthem can get there's someone
I want to say. Or is it because you're not from Egypt? You don't understand the language.
Oh, but it's boring. Must I repeat this?
World Cup tournament enters the quarterfinal stage tonight. There's live commentary on your superstation Love 99.5 FM when Morocco take on France. Kickoff is 8 p.m. We have a lot of stories on that particular one for you. Not forgetting some stories from the camp of the senior national team, the Black Stars, and of course women's football. But as usual, before we get into the stories, let me say a big thank you to Bigo Energy Drink. We brought you Bigo soft drinks in the market, and you embraced it with love and loyalty. Now we are proud to introduce to you the all-new Bigo Energy Drink. It is a non-alcoholic carbonated drink enriched with taurine, ginseng, and inositol, packed with an invigorating blend of natural ingredients. Bigo Energy Drink is a refreshing and energizing drink, perfectly suitable for an active lifestyle. Bigo Energy Drink is refreshing and highly effective for rehydration and energy replenishment. So anytime you feel like taking an energy drink, reach out for Bigo Energy Drink and feel the difference. You can get Bigo Energy Drink from all supermarkets nationwide, and for bulk purchases, please contact Trillium Industries on 0322 190 877 0322 190 877. Bigo Energy Drink. Live a life without limits. Let's get into the stories now, because Biscout Media has issued an unqualified apology to the Ghana Football Association and removed all content relating to allegations that Black Stars and forward Prince Owusu was asked to surrender part of his earnings in exchange for a national team caller for the 2026 World Cup. The apology follows a cease and desist letter from the GFA's lawyers, who described the allegations as false, baseless, and defamatory. In the letter, the law firm said a woman who purported to be Prince Owusu's cousin alleged in a Biscout Media interview that GFA officials demanded 70% of the player's potential World Cup earnings to facilitate his conclusion in Ghana's squad for the 2026 World Cup. The GFA rejected allegations, demanding that Biscout Media remove the video and all related publications, stop republishing the allegations, and of course issue a public apology and retraction. The media platform has done that. Love FM Sports Director Delali Atias has details of the apology.
I write to formally inform you that I have duly deleted all publications related to the unfortunate submissions made by a lady purported to be a relative of Ghanaian footballer Prince Owusu from all my social media platforms and digital channels. I am by this letter assuring you I'm never going to use my platform to disseminate and republish any of such unfortunate submissions against the GFA. I would like to use the opportunity to render an unqualified apology to your client, the GFA, for allowing an individual to use my platform to smear the image of your client. We once again say a big sorry to your client for our excesses, and also seek to assure you that moving forward, we will strive to do better for the good of our country. Best regards, Biscout Media.
You hear the voice of Delali Atiasi with that apology from Biscout Media to the Ghana Football Association. Now, President John Dramani Mahama has called on Black Stars players to demonstrate greater patriotism and commitment whenever they represent Ghana on the international stage. The president's comments come after Ghana's senior national team exited the ongoing 2026 FIFA World Cup following a 1-0 defeat to Colombia. Speaking in a light-hearted but fair manner, Mahama questioned the level of national pride displayed by some players, particularly during the singing of the national anthem before matches. He noted that players from other countries often sing their anthems with passion and insisted that representing Ghana requires a strong sense of identity and commitment. The video or the audio is not audible enough, so I'm unable to bring you that insert. But Black Stars defender Marvin Senaya has successfully undergone surgery to repair the hamstring injury he suffered during Ghana's World Cup run of 32 clash against Colombia. The 25-year-old right back was forced off in the 13th minute of the match in Kansas City. In a post on social media, Senaya confirmed the surgery was successful and expressed his determination to return stronger. More stories here on the local scene, and government has announced plans to make school sports competitions an annual event as part of efforts to develop football and create a sustainable pipeline of talent for Ghana's senior national team. Now, Sports Minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams made the comment while responding to calls by some Ghanaians for the dissolution of the Ghana Football Association following the Black Stars' exit from the 2026 World Cup. According to the Sports Minister, President John Dramani Mahama remains committed to the growth of sports, particularly football, and believes strengthening youth structures is critical to improving the fortunes of the Black Stars. Listen.
His Excellency the President has had full desire and interest in the development of our sports generally and football in particular. And that is part of the reason he has indicated that school sports, which has been the basis of us developing our sports, must come back to stay. And that the whole idea of having school sports being organized every other year should change to every year. And you can see effectively that has started. So it means that the investment in grassroots sports is going to be key way of sustaining and making sure that our sports generally, including football, find space and see the appropriate development. But that will not impact almost immediately in the performance of, say, a senior national team. But for now, we have to continue hunting. We have to continue improving our local league. We have to continue looking for and getting the playing body to have a certain agency and edge to want to do more. We would have to continue on that trajectory and make sure that selection is always fair and transparent.
Meanwhile, NSA boss Yao Ampofo Ankra wants attention to be given to local players to be able to build a formidable Black Stars team.
The scouting of our players across the world must start at home. We have home talent. I keep saying that if we keep saying we don't have good players in the Ghana Premier League, then what are we talking about? We don't have good players in the Ghana Premier League. So how do they become better? They need to get exposure. There should be a policy. The GFA must find a way to make sure that every single World Cup, minimum, young players and Kokrano, there should be a minimum of 3 local players. 1 automatic local goalkeeper, and then 2 from the domestic league.
You hear the voice of NSA boss Yao Ampofo Ankra. A lot more Ghanaians have been sharing their views on Ghana's World Cup performance, which ended at the run of 32 stage. For former communications director of the Ghana Football Association, Ibrahim Sani Dara, Ghana did well per our strength, especially when we didn't have Kudus in our team at the tournament.
He couldn't have played the way we would perhaps play if we had, for example, Kudus playing. We don't have it, so he played according to our strengths. Honestly, I don't know why some Ghanaians are irked that we got out at the stage we got out. But the truth is, let's just be honest with ourselves. Our squad, from the start of the competition or ahead of the competition, we all knew that this was the strength of our squad, and we cannot punch above our weight. I would perhaps even say that we did much better than we had expected. Number one, we won against Panama. The whole country was jubilating. We drew against England. We were jubilating. And then we all wanted to avoid going back to Canada. So when we won against Croatia, we weren't downhearted. And we got to the knockout stages only to be eliminated by Colombia. And I'm surprised, honestly, negatively surprised that there are some Ghanaians who are saying that this person must go, this person should be sacked, this has done this has done this. To be honest, I think it was a good showing by the Black Stars. We are honest with ourselves. We all didn't expect the team to go this far. We did well.
Interesting. That was the voice of former communications Communications Director of the Ghana Football Association, Ibrahim Sani Dara. Now, former Sports Minister Edwin Nilante van der Poel has described Ghana's current senior national team, the Black Stars, as less technically gifted than previous generations, but stronger in determination and fighting spirit. Speaking on Channel 1 TV, van der Poel argued that while the current squad may not match past teams in terms of technical and tactical quality, they compensate with resilience and physical intensity. Listen to him on why this current Black Stars team is less technically gifted.
Because of what had happened before the World Cup. We didn't have good preparation, we didn't have a team, and we didn't have a technical bench. The reality in that situation is that you can only play by luck. Lucky enough for us, we have a bunch of players who may not be technically superior to the teams of the past. If I put on paper technical, let me be frank with you, in terms of skill, technical ability, tactical performances, individual levels of performance and the rest, this team is the most technical of all Ghana's national teams I've seen in the past since 1970. I'm telling you, you can never compare individual the players one by one. You can never compare these players to any of our previous teams. You know, I'm saying the best player in this team, for example, will be Semenyo. On the normal sequence, you can't compare Semenyo to Stevie Appiah. So he's Sule Montari, Kojo Asamoah. You understand? So I'm talking about individuals.
Now, Nilante van der Poel added that, in his view, earlier Ghana teams, particularly the 2006 and 2010 squads, were superior in technical ability and individual skill, but lacked the level of determination displayed by the current Black Stars team.
When you put them together as a collective, what this team has, the others also don't have. This team has a heart. They were determined. The 2016, 2010 team were more technical, but this team was not technical. They were rugged, they were robust, they were determined, they had a heart. And when you meet a team that is more technical, like Croatia, like Colombia, you need something more, because it will be brains against brawn.
You hear the voice of former Sports Minister Edwin Nilante van der Poel. Now, Spanish club Sevilla has reportedly reached an agreement to sign 18-year-old Ghana footballer Emmanuel Abrokwa from Adabraka Elders. The talented winger has signed a contract until 2029, becoming the first Ghanaian footballer to join Sevilla directly from a club in Ghana. Abrokwa joins the Sevilla side looking to rebuild after a difficult 2025-26 campaign, with the club finishing 13th in the La Liga and missing out on European football. The six-time UEFA Europa League winners are now focused on strengthening their squad and developing young talent. The deal was completed after Sevilla and Adabraka Elders reached an agreement with Abrokwa, now set to begin the next chapter of his career in Spain. Well, that's good news. And former Black Stars captain Andre Dedeyu paid a surprise visit to Black Maidens base in Black Maidens, offering words of encouragement and motivation ahead of the crucial FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifier against Senegal. Andre Ayew spent time interacting with the players and technical team as preparations intensify for Saturday's decisive return leg at the Accra Sports Stadium. Victory for Ghana will secure qualification for the upcoming FIFA Under-17 World Cup. David Akwete is in. Let me tell you about the 2026 World Cup quarterfinal match to expect tonight. Kickoff is 8 p.m. It is France versus Morocco, and here's a documentary featuring Morocco ahead of the game.
The game against France is still in our memory. We know the mistakes we made and what we could have done to get a better result. The result didn't reflect what actually happened, which means we lost due to small details.
There'll be more on this later today at 3:05 p.m. on the Last Sports Bliss Extra, when we get to talk about the quarter-final game between France and Morocco. Kickoff is 8 p.m. We have live commentary on your superstation Love 99.5 FM. Don't forget to send through your prediction later today between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. when Melvin the Enigma takes his seat on the drive. Send your prediction and stand a chance of winning something from Magberry Biscuits and win promotion in there. Now, Newcastle United captain Bruno Guimaraes has told the club he wants to join Arsenal. It has been confirmed, and Man United have agreed a £50 million deal to sign Chelsea midfielder Andres Santos. Chelsea's newest signing Giovanni Kuenda hopes to follow in the footsteps of Cristiano Ronaldo by leaving Sporting's academy for the challenge and exposure of the Premier League. So that'll be all for the Last Sports Center, powered by the Last Sports team, brought to you in association with Bigo Energy Drink. You can get Bigo Energy Drink from most supermarkets nationwide. Bigo Energy Drink, live a life without limit.